friends, good evening. How are you? It's Talisa Lindsay here at DIY Living by Talisa Lindsay. If you see a little red light button right up here, that means you're going to be able to join me this evening and we're going to chat. If not, then you're going to put hashtag replay so I know that you are here and I can speak to you afterwards. Either way, today we're going to do a Dollar Tree farmhouse sunflower DIY. So I hope that you'll be able to join me, and I want to welcome all of you as well. So hi Jean, Carol, how are you? Samantha, Susan. How is everybody to this Sunday afternoon, should I say? Hope you're doing well. Hi Lisa, thank you for spreading some love, and Ashley. Okay, so I'll go quickly over the items I have. You can find them either at Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Family Dollar, or your local floral. So that could be Walmart, that could be online, that could be Hobby Lobby. Hi Linda. How is Peggy and Fran? How are you ladies today? And Robin and Liz and Dyla and Betty and Tracy and Janet and Nancy. Irene and Tammy, let's go do some roll call. Hi ladies, how are you? Hi Janie. All right, so we're gonna be using mine are from Dollar Tree. Y'all, if you haven't seen some of their floral lately, y'all gotta go check them out because they're amazing. Hey, Leona. Love that name. It's close to my dad's name, Leonard. Okay, so these blue florals, I love these. I happen to really luck out and grab these at Dollar Tree as well. They're mums. And when you see anything that's blue at Dollar Tree, like these colors, even some of the cream colors when it comes to these silver, what are these called? Well, this one's the eucalyptus, but there is a silver dollar, is it called? Yep, which are these. Anytime you see any of these are the new farmhouse line floral that they've come out with. And so I want you to recognize what the tag looks like. It has like this little orange on the side here. Okay, it's not like the other standard tags. So I just want to show that to you really quick in case you happen to be there. They're doing a little bit of changes to some of my local Dollar Tree. I'll tell you a little bit about it. I won't go into a lot of the details because I know earlier some people were getting upset with me that I didn't have to, but I was trying to be a voice at Dollar Tree because, as you can see, the Dollar Tree I was at today, which I normally go to on a regular basis, was a hot mess because people are just not caring, and that's not like the nature of that store to look like that ever. And so they're gonna, I think, kind of wait on certain days that that people are expecting to be putting merchandise out. They might delay it a little bit just because of too many people are catching on, and it's just becoming a little bit of chaos for all the workers that are there, and we don't want that to be the case. And I wish that they could work overnight to do stock, but that's not how Dollar Tree does it, unfortunately. They have to do it during business hours while everyone else is there. They have to fit everything in during their business hours, regardless if customers there or not. So let's just be mindful that it's not their fault. They all need a job. And, I'm kind of grateful that they're there, that they have a job, because for whatever reason, there's a lot of people across the world that don't want to work or not going to work, and they're having to close businesses' doors because they're not able to find people that they need to supply the demand for keeping their doors open, which is really sad. You know that, right? So let's be thankful. Let's be grateful. Let's have a little patience with them. And let's not get them in trouble either. I always am respectful that if there's any boxes open, you guys see that I may hold the box if they're revealing things, but I'm never really the one that opens the box. Now, I'm not saying I haven't ever done that. I did that last year, but I had permission, and it wasn't boxes that were stacked up on top of a big, cart thing that they had. It was already on their floor area. So let's just be mindful of that. And you know, just remember that they're humans too, and they're just trying to do their job. You know what I mean? So I love them, respect them, and there's a lot of times, especially the stores that I visit on a regular basis, I will make the time, especially if they're going to allow me to video and show you merchandise that's coming in. I will make the time to go around and help pick up areas that need to be cleaned, because I know it's really hard. And I've seen it firsthand when I'm in the stores before I'm even going live and showing you guys anything. If I'm doing some filming at all, those ladies are running like their head cut off. And normally they only pair 2 or 3 people staffed at a time for one store, no matter what the customer amount is in the store. So think about that. They are running themselves crazy. So I'm grateful for the ones that are working. I'm grateful for the ones that are wanting to show up, because it allows us to be able to have merchandise that we wouldn't be able to have because they would close their doors. So, all right, I'm going to snip these off as I'm talking to you. Well, ours do only because they have to account for the boxes, and they also, if they don't have, are not able to account for like the merchandise that goes on their counter, like they double count everything on the one location I go to, 2 locations I go to. They count the box, they count the merchandise that's going in there, and if anybody was to take any box out of the store, then they have to account for that box as well. I don't know why. Maybe it's just to keep theft down. I don't know. There are reasons for it. I've never gotten to the bottom of asking why. I just figured it was maybe some policies for some people, maybe not for others. I don't know. You're right, Cindy. Most of them are making minimum wage. Seriously, they are. Which can barely make it in the world, today's world, on minimum wage. We all know this, right? So, I know these blue flowers are the bomb. And I might add a couple of these eucalyptus in there too, because I like the colors of them. So, I try to respect what each one of them wants. And I'm sure each store is different, but I stay clear of most of the stores that look like they need a lot of cleaning. I stay clear of those because I really, to be quite honest with you, don't want to go tripping around in their store because they have stuff everywhere. Like, everywhere. And there's a couple of those stores that are nearby me too, so I'm on a live. You have the same problem at your store? I didn't catch that. Because people were walking out with full boxes. Oh my word. That's what they were doing? And they weren't paying for anything in the boxes. Whoa. So now I understand why they did that. That is so sad, Sandy, and I'm sorry that happens to you at your store. Mary says the same problem at her store. That they work so hard and they have all this merchandise that they put out. Thank you, Loretta. I try my best to, just like I said, go around to each of the Dollar Tree stores that are around here. And I always want to give Dollar Tree a good rap. Especially the ones that are busting their tails to really make their stores look nice, presentable, all the things. I mean, I know several of store managers, Amy, Alexis, all of them that are local, they bust their tails to make sure they go over and beyond for customer service too. And if you haven't taken notice, when I'm in the store, even if I'm live, a customer may ask me where certain items are. I still will take the time to answer the question of where they can find it. I won't leave them hanging. I mean, I'll do whatever I can to help them too. if I'm in the store and they need to know where something's at, I will help. So I just know that they're understaffed and they're overworked and they deserve more pay. But I just try to make it, I just do my best to let them know I appreciate them, I care about them, and what they do for all of you, and including myself. You know, they don't have to do that, and they do. All right, I'm going to layer these, I think. I love the light colors with the creams and the blues. That's what I'm going to do. Anybody doing anything for Labor Day tomorrow? Tell me what you're doing. We're still trying to make a decision on what to do. We were thinking about going fishing at a local lake here. But anytime we've ever gone there, we haven't had much luck with really catching fish. It's more about just sticking my pole in the water and getting it wet. It's not like going and fishing at the Disney lakes where you're used to every 5-10 seconds you get a fish on the hook. That I can say. Oh, this is gonna look gorgeous. Y'all, look at this. Well, I gotta glue it in, but this is gonna look so amazing. I know it is. Shoplifters are hard, and it makes it harder for the rest of us consumers. But I'm not defending any shoplifter when I say this. If they were going in there to buy food for their family because they could not afford it, that's one thing. And if I knew it, I would absolutely do my best to take care of it. But to go in there and take things that are not needed is a whole different story. So, y'all may not agree with me on that, but I came from a time when I knew that my dad had to ask, back in the day, a long time ago when I was a younger kid, in between jobs, trying to find a job because he got injured on one job, he had to ask for help, and that really hurt his pride. But he was willing to hurt his pride to make sure that the kids had something in their mouths, and that child services didn't come remove us from the family just because we were hitting hard times. We never lacked love, even though we lacked other things sometimes. So, you caught me live, Lisa? I know, Cheryl, it is. It is very, very hard. Hi, Cynthia. Oh, goodness, Robin, that's where probably is very understaffed and needs some help. That I can say. I will say Alexis and Amy are very good about organizing things at all times. All right, I'm using my Gorilla Glue. I cut these down, so I've got it where I'm going to place this, but I'm still going to probably maybe add a few of these little blue leaves, not sure. And I'm still considering wanting to add one of these bows I made for my dad's shirts, which was this one. I think this one would probably match the most. What do you guys think? I took some of his shirts and a little bit of this antique brown with blue in there. I just thought that it kind of popped together. I thought it looked really pretty together. I might cut it down, but I kind of like it long. Yeah, Lynn, and you know what? It really does feel good to be able to help others. You know what I mean? Let's just bring some human kindness. Hey, Catherine. This is I'm going to work on the, what? I didn't get to see it. It flew by too fast. Yeah, I think we were considering cooking out if we got to the lake early enough that we could find a spot, or we might call my brother up and see what he's doing, because he just built a new shop at his home. I'm finishing up my last minute things for my trip, Catherine, and see if he's up to me making some of my baked beans that the family loves, and doing a cookout. So I'll try to finalize that kind of thing tonight before tomorrow. But yeah, my sister-in-law and I, and my brother, my sister-in-law, brother, their 2 kids, and Clay and I and Patrick went out for lunch today after church. We had we tried out some new Mexican restaurant, or Patrick tried it for me because I like Mexican, and he doesn't venture out too much. He's all American kind of, American food. I'm the one that likes to try all the weird food. So he was saying, let's try this Mexican restaurant. I've heard it has great reviews. So, what's it called? Aztec, I think is what it was called. The ceilings in there were amazing. Making a wreath. I'm excited. Y'all guys like this? You agree with me on... Yes, throw me some hearts if you love the colors on this. The blue leaves came from Dollar Tree. Do check online. I have seen that they have been changing their website and vamping things up a little bit. If you want to also scroll down to the very end of the Dollar Tree website, and at the very bottom, you're going to see where they have Family Dollar websites, so you can go on there and see some of the fall stuff that they have. And just know that a lot of the items that they're bringing, which that is considered Dollar Tree Plus, it's the $3 and $5 items, which is like this wreath I'm working with. That is what is at Dollar Tree, the Dollar Tree Plus. They brought 200 locations across the states this year. I don't know how many more they're bringing next year. I do know that the closest one to our location in Florida is in Georgia. That's all I do know. That's it. So I kinda was hoping that on my field trip, I call it field trip, with my sister-in-law, that I'm hoping to kind of maybe find one in North Carolina, because we have a rental car. So we were probably going to go off and do a little bit of sightseeing a little bit in between the tours that we are going to have at the castle, and then of course the lunch that we're going to have with the CEOs and owners of Magnolia. So y'all love the choices of colors. Do you like what I'm designing? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm telling y'all, you don't believe me, but Dollar Tree can make things look high-end. And the only reason I do Dollar Tree, a lot of you, I mean, other than Dollar Tree, as far as craft supplies, and we know Hobby Lobby, but when it comes to decorating or ideas, where else would you guys like to see? Thank you for that number. I saw that, Betsy. Where else would you like to see or create things from? And do y'all want some more DIY kits in the... We have more of the mystery craft boxes that will be coming up within the next few weeks. So you'll be able to get some more of those. Yes, if you guys sprinkle tonight, it would be fabulous, of course. It would be extraordinary in so many ways to help, because, you know, we like to do things extraordinary. Not done, but look how pretty that pop of blue is going in there. Isn't that pretty? All right, let's pop in All right, y'all get to tell me, should I pop in some of the, I feel like there's too much of this tone going on. Should I pop in a little bit of rust with these pumpkins? What do you guys think? Do you like the rust pumpkins? Say rust. Or do you want a pop of the orange pumpkins? Say rust or orange so I'll know, and I'll keep looking at the comments. Let me clip these. Did I see Hummingbird in there? How are you, sweetie? Love all these little characters and stuff that you've been making. They look amazing. Well, so far I'm seeing a lot of rust. You guys are definitely into the rust. All right, let me get this blue in here. Change this color or the leaf around a little bit and decide where I'm going to place this at. Well, it's good to see you, my friend. Glad you were able to pop over and say hello. All right, let's pop that leaf right here. Needs a little bit right there, and then we're going to pop one of those pumpkins in there too. And we might just have to pop that pumpkin in with a gold stem, I think. Because the ones that they have on there are brown. It's not that it's bad. I just think it would look a little high end if we popped a little bit of gold on there. What do y'all think? A little gold on the pumpkin stems. This blue is amazing, and I think I want to try to see if I can get some of that green, maybe. The green would be kind of cool. Or maybe not. Yeah, I agree, Rona. The rust is elegant. Yeah, I agree with you. It definitely is elegant. Thank you, Helen. Y'all are a doll. Y'all are a doll. I appreciate you so much. Y'all do an amazing job. All right, let's stick this down in here. A little bit this way. You like the different blues? What colors are you using for fall this year? You know, I would thought there would have been more blues out because I felt like that it was popular, but it's kind of been hard to find. Hey, Angela. Oh, wow. You might have to message me with that because I probably won't find it back in the comments again. Thank you, Catherine. That's funny. You like the antique colored ones? Yeah, you're right. I don't see much blue either. I definitely don't either. So, let's see where we're going to pop these. I think these would look cute. Popped right here on top of that blue. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It looks really pretty there. And I'm going to see if I have my gold antique pen right here in front of me. If not, I'm going to have to grab my one from, you like traditional colors, Dyla? The one from Magnolia, and see if I can get that one. How are you feeling? I hear that you're out of the hospital now. Hope you're doing good. Alrighty. Let me do my stems. Let's do some stems. Got my little readers on so I can see. And I also feel like I always feel like Somebody's watching. I don't know why that song just came in my head. Oh my goodness. Did y'all know what song just came in my head? It was a Michael Jackson song. Oh, I'm cracking myself up. Oh, Lord have mercy. And I'm singing to myself. All right, I'm going to try these cool little gadgets right here. These are fun looking. Fun. Oh, yeah, Anne, I agree. Am I making it look easy? Well, that's the whole point, I'm hoping. I don't want it to make it look like it's something that you are thinking it's too challenging for you. Don't cut the bow. Okay. We're going to have to decide where's the best place to put that bow. That's a whole new subject right there. A whole new subject. Alrighty. I think I'm going to sprinkle that up here. Let me look at this from this angle. I want to put that one there. Put that one down here. And then let's see how this might work out for me. Maybe these. Let me cut these and see how these look. I cut off the very end, but I'm not sure. So it's okay. Maybe I want to curve these down. Let me look. See how I want to curve these. No, I'm going to curve them upward. That's how I'm going to curve them, is upward. Get this one. Hi, Cynthia. Yes. Lynn, I was singing that song, and I don't know why it was in my head. I told you, I don't need anybody to be around to entertain me. I'm very good at entertaining myself. Oh, I crack myself up. I'm doing okay. Today I had an episode of missing Dad. I was crying, and you know, like I said, grief comes and goes. So this afternoon I was crying and missing him. And last weekend, whenever we were celebrating my brother's birthday, it was our first family event without our dad. And that was hard for me too. So it's all the first things that you're experiencing again without the one that you love being here. That's going to be hard for me. I saw that someone needed prayer and I didn't get to see who it was, but the good Lord knows who it is. So, Heavenly Father, you know the needs. Don't forget, tomorrow we'll be doing the Motivation Monday. So, I'll be sticking with that. I feel that a lot of us these days need it. Our families, our households, we all are trying to live this life together, and it can be tough. So, having a good support system and someone praying for you, and those are good things to have in place. Why am I feel like I'm missing something? I feel like I'm missing a piece. Let me look at this and see. The first year is the hardest, Anne. I can only imagine my poor mom, what she's going through. I mean, I know how hard it is for me. I'm sure it's like multiplied for her. I mean, she had him, she's lived with him way longer than I have. You know, I was only at home for almost 18 years, and then out on my own. She's lived in the same roof with him for, 52 years, 53 years. So that's a long time to be with someone. And it's a big blessing to be with someone that long. All right. I love the way this is looking, but this needs to be trimmed down a little bit here. And I'm going to have to come back in and glue down where I'm just sticking it in just temporarily right now. And I want to make sure I didn't drop that in my trash can. Do you enjoy them, Brenda? Well, I am so happy that you told me that, because I wasn't sure. I just look at it as this way, Lord, if no one else being blessed by the Word of God, then I'm being blessed by the Word of God. So nothing else, I'm there for it. I'm showing up for it. And I figure the Lord will bring the people that need it. So, all right, let me pull this blue over this way. This is looking really sharp. All right, and I think I'll pull this over. I don't even know if I'm going to do that one yet. So let me check. Fiddle around. Glue that one in. Let me glue this one in. Let me hold it up so you can see how pretty it looks with the transformation we've done so far. Okay. I might get a little bit of floral wire, or maybe I may not, because I kind of like a little bit of the natural way it's falling. Except this little guy. He might need to be glued in there. He's clipped in there right now, but the colors are pretty. So, let's do this. Let's go and add some gold. Let me see my little small, I know what I'm gonna do. Might use my golden buff and rub and buff. Might use that. Kind of like the color of it, so. Kelly, thank you for asking. Krislin's doing pretty well. Who's saying Miss Talisa? Thank you, Stephanie. You're so sweet. And by the way, Jennifer, if you happen to be watching today, it's a new, well, she's been a faithful follower for a long time. Giving you a shout out today because I met you at Dollar Tree. So, hello, my new friend. Saw you face to face. So hello to you and to Clarice that I also met. And I'm trying to remember the other person's name. Shawanda? I think that's, I'm pretty sure. Shawanda, don't hate me. But hello. So, make sure I don't forget to say hello to you all. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of that. Oh, yeah. I'm going to add it right here in the center of this sunflower, and I'm going to pop it in around the leaves a little bit too. We're going to put it on the stems. Ooh, I love it on the stems. I love it. It takes it up to a whole new level. Paula. How are you, love? Hey, Melanie. Hi, Gracie and Sharon. How are you, ladies? Good to see you. Alrighty. Now, let's finish up by adding a couple. Oh yeah, I'm going to add some to the leaves of the sunflower. Because you know me, I like to take it up a little bit. Glenda, hello. How are you? From, is it New Hampshire? Oh, that gives it a whole new level of depth right there. I don't know where they are today. I talked to Chantel this weekend, so when I say I talked to her, she was in the group. So Joyce, I don't know. It's a holiday weekend, so she might be with family camping, which has been her normal routine. Say a special, what? Prayer for Prince, lost their oldest son. Aw, I'm so sorry. We will say a prayer for them losing their son. There's no greater pain than losing a child. I don't care how old you are. Yes, Angela, that stuff is good, isn't it? I need a little bit more. I keep tapping it like it's coming out, and I'm not even squeezing. I think there's Joyce Knights. What? Oh, okay. Christy said that Joyce has been hurting a lot. Christy is Joyce's daughter. So she's not been feeling too well. So there's where Joyce is, y'all. Reach out to her and tell her hello and that we love her and that we're praying for her. I can't even imagine having cancer in her bones and how much it would hurt. She's a very strong lady, and she's definitely my hero for standing for all that. Okay. This looks so cool. Like, seriously cool. You can't see it, but I can. Probably. Let's see if you can. I'm putting some rubbing, it's called Antique Gold Rub and Buff is what I'm putting on there. And we'll see if I can bring it up to here. Now, there you go. You see if I pull it up here, you can see it on the leaves. All right, and then I added some to the stems of these pumpkins, which I could take the stems off and use something else, like a piece of wood if I wanted to, but I just felt like it kind of brought it up like a whole new level. I have no idea why your message was removed unless Facebook did it because of their own guidelines, but I have no clue, honey. They have their own, Facebook does their own thing. It's their platform. I'm playing on it, but they remove whatever they see. Christy, they're saying to let Joyce know that she's on our thoughts and we're praying for her. Okay, now, where are we going to add this pretty little bow? On this sunflower, I need to go ahead and glue that down so it will not move. Okay. All right, everything else has been glued in. Now, where are we going to put this pretty bow? I had these clipped in here, but I think I'm going to have to wind up gluing that down too. Okay. Do I have a moderator? Who is that? I didn't know I had a moderator. Well, that's a new one to me. Totally a new one to me. I like these little berries right here. All right, so I have my little tie back here, feed these through this loop. Let me cut this tag off. This is going to be pretty. I might have to see if my mom likes this. It's got blues in it, which is my dad's favorite color. I'm just not sure if she would feel up to putting anything around the house for the holidays, because, you know, it might be a little hard for her. I don't know. So I'm going to tie this into a bow. And we're going to see how it looks. And you guys, our ladies, vote with me and see if we should trim some of the fabric off, or if we just should leave it like scrappy and authentic to what it looks like. Ah, that's so cute. Or at least it's cute tied up at the top on the bow. It's covering the sunflower, however. So I think I'm going to need to bring it down either, let's see, if I were to cut it, it wouldn't cover the sunflower. If I tucked it in the back, you wouldn't have to worry about cutting any of the fabric. It could hang down the back side. I'm going to see what you all have to say. Give me your comments. Tell me what you think. Okay? Or we could try. I mean, it's seriously, I love the bow, but we could try seeing what it looks like if we put it over on the side. So what do you ladies think? Tell me, tell me, tell me. Should I cut it? Or should I try it one more place and see what you ladies think? I'll try it on the side and see what it looks like. We'll see. Thank you. These bows are now available in the shop. So go over at DIYLivingbyTalisalindsay.com and you're going to find different styles of bows over there. And most of them you will not be able to duplicate. If you can, I can't do any more than probably 2 of them. I could do it on the side, like right here. And let it hang down. Or I could do it and allow it to hang in the back. I don't know. Either way, it's covering things up. So I kind of like it still, I like it myself back at the top and tucking it in the back. So that's me. So I'll go this way. Looking at both ways, that's what I like. Yeah, it is very long. It's long. It's an elegant long bow, so I may have to just cut it. And guess what? I could make a tassel out of the remainder of it. Or I could make a shorter scrap bow out of the remainder of it too, to go on something else. Like maybe on a candle, or as a fabric pom-pom to go on one of the farmhouse trays back here that I'm making. So I could do any of those. Just let me tie it up here. My poor pumpkin is drooping on one side. I'll have to fix that. I'll have to get him glued down. Okay. All right. Let me fix this guy right here. I need to fix this piece. Thank you for eyeballing that, for taking notice. I'll hold it down there for a second. I saw it won't really drape to the side. So for me, I'm personally okay with it hanging in the back down below the sunflower, because I like it that way. But if you guys don't like that way, you kind of can cut it off. But having it drape like this, I like it that way. So if I'm hanging it on the wall, but I could also just cut that portion right there. Look. So I think I'll do that. I'm just going to cut it, and I'll use the extra as something else, because there's enough there. I can do something else with it. So I'll cut that this way, and then I'll cut that this way. And we still have a pretty little place right here it can hang from. So, all right, what do you girls think? From a 1 to 10, what do you think? Do you like it? I like it. It's got little pops of colors. Now I have to glue this portion in. Good gracious. At least you got one side glued in, now you gotta glue the other. Or was this the same one and it just didn't take? I think this was the same one and it just didn't take. What do you like the most? Is it the color that you like? Are you into the blues? Is that what it is? Or the fact that it's a sunflower? Or the fact that it's a wreath? Or just the fact that we just made it anyway, so. So I have this left over. And this right here, I can layer on top of each other, tie it, adds probably some little raffia, and look how precious. This will make adorable rag topper for like a pumpkin. You know what I mean? So we can still use this. It's usable. We don't have to get rid of it. That glue did not stick. Why? It's Gorilla Glue. You just didn't want me to cut it. Well, I did, but we can still use it. We can still use it. And we will. We will. And we'll put it on the wall. And I'll take a pretty little picture of it for you all as well. So it all works together. I'm just going to fix this one area right here with my glue. So I don't think I'm going to position that differently altogether. I want it to be positioned up like this. So this may require a lot of glue, which I'm going to have to go over my little stash and get some because I ran out. So aw, Catherine, you're so sweet. I love you, friend. Well, ladies, I hope that you enjoyed tonight. If you are not a part of my private group, you should be. We have some gorgeous printables. And if you've missed out, I actually didn't print them. I posted last night part of what, a little small glimpse of what they're going to look like. But we have all kinds of DIYs that we do over there that has nothing to do with the page here. Although I like to bring you free DIYs as well. But I would love to have you guys be a part of it. And all the printables are a part of you guys being in there in the private group. But if you want to test it out for at least a month or so and check it and see if you like it, we would love to welcome you. Pluto is doing well. Thank you for asking. Pretty much what it is he's got a very finicky stomach. We've tried him on 3 or 4 different types of dog food. The last dog food he was on, it irritated his pancreas, which was kind of scary. He had to pee on a second dose of medication because it was inflamed. It was causing him to have a lot of blood in certain areas that was coming out. He was also vomiting quite a bit. He lost quite a bit of weight. So we were very, very concerned and hoping and praying it was going to be nothing worse than that. So anyhow, took him back in for a regular checkup this Saturday, or not a regular, to follow-up checkup. His pancreas enzymes were going down, which was great. However, he was still not eating very well. He did not, apparently it was a grain-free dog that food that we were buying. It was called Ukanuma something, and I don't remember exactly. It's still expensive, but it was nowhere as expensive as this new food that he's on. This so far has been the only food that we have found that is not affecting his digestive system in a negative way. But a small 8-pound bag of this food was $80-something. This dog is expensive to feed. Now, in order to keep him food down him of any kind of nutrients before we could get him back to the doctor, because we wasn't sure what was going on, the only thing that he would even eat was chicken and brown rice. So, you know, hopefully this will get him a little bit of weight back on, because he lost probably like 10 pounds, quite a bit, and he didn't need it. I was trying to tell Chrislyn to weigh out the pros and cons. If you probably the only thing is if you make your own food, the only food that we found that he will eat that's people food, when we say people food, it's not a dog food, unless he can't have anything that has high fat in it. Completely messes his digestive tract up. Same thing with grain. He loves chicken. He wouldn't eat it, though, whenever we mixed carrots in with it. We boiled the carrots and tried to soften it up and he wouldn't eat it with that. So, thank you, Vicky. He's just, I was teasing him yesterday. I said, who knew you were going to be a bougie dog? I mean, you have to be so finicky about what you eat. So, your dog is allergic to corn and chicken? The bird, he's still here. He won't be, it's me that's hanging on to him. I don't want to let him go, but I have to. The best one you found was Purina's sensitive stomach food. And you tried other. I'll try to see if that one works for him too. Thank you. I actually, even though it's on the top of my head, I had it colored yesterday. Yeah, you're right, Tina Fox. A lot of the dog food out there is very bad for them. And that's part of the issue that's causing a lot of their health. Just think about it. If the food that they're feeding us humans make us sick, what do you think it's doing to our pets too? So, there you go. Holy cow, $100 for 25 pounds. I know what you mean. So that kind of food for Pluto is going to get too expensive for Crystalline to be able to afford. So her dad and I will help her out with, I mean, Pluto's her support dog. You know what I mean? So she wasn't anticipating that extra expense. The other types of dog foods that we've tried to get him on, it just causes him to have a lot of diarrhea. So, yeah. The type of food that they suggested for him, it's by Hills, Hill''S, and it's for dogs with, trying to remember, I think it says sensitive digestive tract, and I think it's for the, it has ID on there, I think is on the, or IB, one of the two. Jen, I'd be interested to know, like, what kind of dog food does she have to make for her dog? I know, Gloria, we do. We do love our babies. We do. Edith, we can do, that's what we had to feed him this last week, was we grounded up some chicken. But anytime we stuck any vegetables of any kind in with that chicken, he was so smart. He would literally just pick out the chicken part and leave the vegetables in there. So I told Kristen, you might have to try to puree it. We tried that, and he was like, he kind of looked at the dog food and he looked up at us like, what are you trying to feed me? Brown, okay, lamb meal and brown rice. Well, I don't know. Does any of you happen to have a golden retriever, cocker spaniel? Because he said that those breeds, which we did not know, if those two breeds are bred together, they both have very sensitive stomachs. They're very finicky. Go figure. Yeah, Jane, irritable bowel syndrome. So you got your dog on the same thing that Pluto's on. Thank you, Jen. Dogs are smart. He's so smart. He has to take this medication. Okay, I thought, I'm going to try to outsmart him, right? This is what I did. I had some chicken breasts that were cooked for him. I slipped the medication inside of the chicken breast. It was thick enough that he would not be able to separate the pill out of there. Well, I'll be darned. I put it in his mouth thinking he's just going to swallow the whole thing. Oh, no, no, no. He takes his tongue, twists it around, maneuvers it, manipulates it in such a way that he's able to get the chicken out to eat it and spit out the pill. Not once, but 3 times. So my last attempt was, sorry, Pluto, you didn't want to do this the easy way. Now I'm going to have to shove my finger down your throat. So pretty much had to open his mouth, put the pill, did still try to surround it with like, a small piece of chicken or something to make it easier to go down, and just had to push it down the back of his throat. It's the only way I could get that dog to eat it. No other way he would do it. I'm like, I'm just sitting there looking at him. He's not allowed to have anything with peanut butter. It's too high fat. That's what put him in the pancreatitis state. They were giving him treats just about every single day that had some kind of peanut butter in it. And so they found out, no, no, no. Can't have that. Kathy, we use cheese for our dog, Pup, that, you know, is, I call her my husband's dog. Excuse me. We use cheese for her when we have to give her any medication. She'll take it, no problem. Not this Play-Doh. No, sir. So, Debbie, if you were to crush the pill, though, how would you assemble that to give it to him? I'm thinking that that would taste horrible. Liver's worth? I don't know, Lynn. I would have to try that out. I'd have to see if I can find any liver's worth. Oh, yeah, there is a peanut. You're right. There is a powdered one. Oh, I didn't. Beverly, I've never heard of it. Liver worst. Okay. I was saying liver's worth. Leave it to me to pronounce a word. I cracked myself up. Holy macaro. Tried to mix it in his soft food, Debbie. I tried that route too. Didn't work. Tried it. But, dog pill pockets. I have never heard of that. I'll have to look into it. By the time we probably got it ordered in, he would be done taking his medication. He's only got 1 more week. Hey, Vale, how are you, sweetie? I just saw you popping up in their name. Hey, Sherry. Why didn't I see you before now? Talisa-ism. Catherine, you crack me up. Oh, Joy, you're such a sweetheart. I love you. Okay, I don't know if you noticed, you're back from church. We didn't have church tonight because of tomorrow being Labor Day. So, can you see a little bit? Let me see if I can pull it out. My brother noticed it today. He actually thought it was pretty. She gave me like 3 big chunks right across here of this kind of like deep purple violet color. You see it? There it is. Look. For a little bit of a fall look. So they seem to think that he's going to pull through this recovery and be okay. She calls it, I don't know, like a violet red. It's a little bit of a red, but more of a purple red, not like a true red. So I didn't have her put as many highlights as she did in the summer in. I only had her frame right here in the face a little bit. Put a little of that purple violet right there that goes on this side and this side, and then chunked it with the blonde right here again. Leaving my dark roots, the brown. That's why you see a lot of the brown, because I wanted the brown to stay in there. See, this is brown. So, it is kind of a red, but it's, how do I explain it? It's like a purple red. Do you know what I mean? It's not like, it's not a bright red. You know, like there's different levels of reds. Like you have the orangey red heads that are bright, but because I have brown tones, it looks more of a purple red tone, which is what I like. I don't know about the canned pumpkin. I'll have to see. there's a syringe to use instead of the finger. Yeah, it's like a plum color. There you go, Amy. A plum or a burgundy color. That's what it is. So she went with the darker plum, or Patrick's not one that he likes where a woman looks, he calls it like a calico. He doesn't like it where he sees these women that does like the ones that put the bright rainbow color in their hair, and it's to each his own. So I'm not knocking anybody that does it, because if you do it, you like it, go for it, honey. But he's not into like this bright orange, bright yellows, bright purples, and bright reds. I mean, he thinks that's for, he calls it, what does he call it? Like a circus act kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like you would want your hair to look that way because you're playing a part kind of thing. So, and I'm trying to say this politely. This is not against anybody, again, because I know that everybody is, I've known some women out there that's probably in their 60s or 70s that has a galaxy, it's called the galaxy color on their hair. It's fun for them. It's okay. They can do it. They can pull it off. They want it. I mean, they like it. That's great. It's not my husband's thing, though. So I told him I wanted to go get a change, and he goes, all right, well, these are the two things I'm going to ask. Don't give me some wild, crazy hair coloring up in your hair. If you want to try to go with gray, I'm good with that. But don't go cutting your hair off either. Okay. So, she did cut about 2.5 inches off my hair. For me, that's a lot, because whenever my hair was down and she touched it, she goes, girl, your hair is almost to your butt crack. She goes, we don't want your hair that long because then it becomes a mess. I'm like, well, give me a couple of inches off. Oh, this top was in my shop, girls. DIYLivingbyTalisaLindsay.com. We've added a lot of merchandise in there, so go be looking. But right now is the big fall. There's a lot of gorgeous fall shirts in there if you haven't checked them out. We have a lot of great fall t-shirts coming too, if you haven't seen those. The ones in my private group have seen them, because that's, a lot of them are coming to them first. But anyhow, the fall collection's out. Go check it out. DIYLivingbyTalisaLindsay.com. And in the bio up here on Facebook, since they like to penalize you for putting all their links in, that's where you'll find it. Or you can personally message me and I can send you to Messenger too. You need some ideas for a fall viral arrangements. When you say viral arrangements, I have no clue what you mean. I am not responsible if it goes viral or not. I have no clue about what makes it go viral. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had some reels that went viral, and I've had some videos that have gone viral. And when I say viral, it means over 1 million. And I've probably had about 9 of them do that. But, floral arrangements. Oh, okay, Gloria. I thought I did see viral in there somewhere. Applesauce, if you can't do peanut butter. Oh, Edith, that's so sweet that you get your hair colored pink. There's a lot of cute women that can wear their hair pink. My daughter, the oldest daughter, she's done her hair pink a couple of times because she has really blonde hair, and she can pull it off and look really cute. So, you've asked twice now, Michelle, for what? I didn't get to see it. Diane, well, I asked because 2 reasons. Of course, I want to be, what's the word? Visually attracted to my husband. I don't want him to not be attracted to me. So, you know what I mean? I mean, if you're going to be together that many years, I kind of visually would like him to like what he's looking at. So, and I like to get his input. Did you used to have it, Katie, as a brunette? Bet that was pretty. This one I need to glue back. I've just got to get my glue when I get off my live and fix that part right there. So, yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do gray ever. Maybe one day. One day if I'm forced to do it. But at 52, right now, I'll embrace the color as long as I can. Oh, you want the link to my site? Okay, give me just a second. I have to come out where I can not see your comments. Come over and copy it. And let's hope that it doesn't get blocked, because I'm not sure. Okay, I just put it there for you. Can you see it? It won't let me pin it, but I put it there for you. No crave for you, Carol, and you're 71. Oh, wow, you had a gray streak? I might. Like I said, I never know. I had a blonde streak for a very long time, for a few years, that just went right down, right here in the front, like where my cowlick is. So, I'll see if I can put it up there one more time, if it will let me paste it. I'll see if I can catch it. Salt and pepper. Salt and pepper is pretty. My sister-in-law actually just went and had her hair grayed. Now, she's younger than I mean, she's like right at 40 maybe. Faye, who's the one? Are you guys not seeing the link at all? I see it. I see it, but they're not letting me pin it. Why? Why are they doing that? Hold on. Let me see if I can fix that. I can't believe that tomorrow is Labor Day. Where has this year gone by to, friends? Where has it gone to? All right, I'm going to try one more time. It may have not let me pin it because of another reason. So I'm going to try one more time and see if this one works. And let's see if this will help. Let me do it. It's called Unique, the collagen powder that I'm taking. It really does help my skin. Okay, now it let me pin it. So if you can see, I pinned it right down at the bottom there. And if you want the collagen information, just let me know. I'll send it to you. I'm waiting for most of my makeup to end its cycle where I don't have to, when I go to replenish it, I'm just going to go ahead and replenish it with the new items I'm using, because it's They're all natural products, and as I'm getting older, I feel like I'm kind of like wanting to go in that direction. I probably should have been going in that direction the whole time. But the truth of the matter is, when I was doing my research, trying to find something that had it, I couldn't find it. And if I did, they were so out of the range expensive, I couldn't afford to do it. This one I can, so. All right, Vale sees it. Well, you know, Joy, when you have gray hair, and if you want to make it look really, like, how do I put it? Have a little bit of life to it, you can go in and have them do like a toner to it, and then use something called a purple shampoo like every week. And it'll give it a really pretty color. My niece, she winded up going gray for a period of time. She was using the purple hair shampoo for like too often and didn't realize it, and wind up that she turned her gray hair to a like pretty lilac light purple color. It was honestly really, really gorgeous on her. But then after a while, she kept it that way, but then she went back to like her normal brown hair for maintenance. Oh, Jamie, is there a reason why that you're having a problem with your hair like that? Maybe we can talk in Messenger, and I mean, if you've got medical issues, of course, there is only so much that can happen. But as long as you're doing all that you can to get back on the upper scale of all that stuff, it will. I know it helped tremendously when I was losing my hair after COVID. When I had COVID, I was losing a lot of my hair, and I heard that a lot of my girlfriends were having the same problem, and it really did help me. Strawberry blonde, Hannah? Ooh, I bet it's beautiful. But it's pretty. Old woman in purple hair. Catherine. You're funny. Listen, you're not going to be too far from me, my friend, while I'm up there. So I hope that you can make time to come over and stop in and at the castle and visit with us. Maybe even I'll check what my schedule is and pass along, and maybe we can meet up. Kathy, you should still be able to get to the store. You should be able to just to press on the link and it should take you to it. Now, if they're stopping you, then you can put it in take it out in a different browser and it should help. Oh, that happened to a lot of you, the COVID hair. Well, then this stuff will definitely help you. It's got certain proteins in there that help with just the hair. So, all right, friends, thank you for hanging out with me this evening and chatting a little bit. I wanted to chat just a little. And I'm going to go inside and get some laundry done so I can start getting all that packing done. I can't believe I'll be gone in 2 days after tomorrow. I may decide to just want to use tomorrow just to rest. But my husband wants to have a barbecue, so it looks like we're going to have to be mustering up some food for barbecue somehow. So I'll be calling my brother and finding out what's he wanting to do. Good night, everyone. Y'all have a lovely, lovely evening. And don't forget, join me in the morning. No matter what, we will be doing Motivation Monday. Okay, and depending on what our day looks like, as far as a DIY goes. No, Beverly, I have taken it and it's not interfered with anything whatsoever. You have to remember, collagen is something that your body is supposed to naturally produce. But over a period of time, normally in our 20s, it starts to really fade off. And that's why the aging starts to take effect. Because it really helps the elasticity, it helps the strength of our bones, it helps the hair, it helps the nails, It helps our eyesight. It helps the structure of the skin. It helps muscle. I mean, there's so many benefits that collagen does for our body. Even for repair, if there's injuries, like, you know what I mean? Like if you were to get stitches or, you know, whatever, that kind of stuff, it helps to speed up the process of the healing too. So because it depletes and we don't naturally put enough back in our body of what we need, the collagen form that I use, it's a liquid little like shots. I don't have to worry about it hitting my digestive tract as well either, because I was taking pills, but I wasn't doing as well with the pills I used to take. Liquid, I digest so much easier, and I think that's a lot of an issue that we're having as people, like dogs that we were just talking about with my Pluto, having issues with their digestive tract. Is because of what what's in our food these days. So this collagen is awesome. I mean, I don't want to brag or anything, and I'm not going to brag in a way that, how do I say this? I'm 52 years old. 52 years old. I don't have any lights on me except these ugly little lights that from up top here, the fluorescent lights. I don't have the pretty little light that I should have over in the front of me that makes everything look really pretty. But I can honestly tell you, I saw friends from growing up. Some of them are a little bit younger than I. Some are exactly the same age. And when I say younger, they're only a few years younger. I still looked younger than they did. I've been faithful to my collagen for at least 3 years. I just switched what kind of collagen I was using. And it also helped with my joints, with the hurting and the pain, because I have an autoimmune disorder. And now I'm just speaking what it has done for me. It may be something different for everyone. So just because what it does for me, it may affect you completely different, because we're two different people. Okay? So genetically, we're all different. But my joints feel better. My lower back doesn't hurt nearly as bad from my autoimmune disorder. I mean, I am in menopause. I'm trying to fight the battle of keeping the weight off me and still feel good. Slowly coming off, not as fast as I wanted to, and I do take care of my skin always have, with skincare. So between skincare and the collagen, those two things right there is what really helps me. And I'm not joking you. I'll send you a picture of my gorgeous daughter. I've got 3 of them. Of she and I that has a picture together. And who was it? I'm trying to remember. It was on 3 different occasions this last week I was showing her for some reason. Oh, I was in the doctor's office. I was showing her off because there was a certain place that I was concerned about with skin cancer, and I was showing it because it was revealed. Long story short, they literally, now in this picture I had my makeup done, I was all dressed up. When I went in there to see them, I didn't look anything like I did in this picture with my daughter, and this was a recent picture. They thought that me was my daughter. They thought me was my daughter in that picture. No, it was me. I just took that picture a month ago with my daughter. So they thought both of them was my daughters when it was me and my daughter. So, and she is in her 30s. So, all the time, my daughters call me up and say, my girlfriends don't believe that you're in your 50s, Mom. Could you please tell them? Or my boyfriend doesn't believe you're in your 50s. Will you please tell them? All the time. And seriously. So, Lori, I can send you a link. It's I believe in the product so much because I started taking it. So now I'm kind of like an ambassador for this type of collagen I'm taking. It's called Unique. So, and that's a true testimony. True testimony. I'm not over-exaggerating, so. But I'll be happy to send you a link to it if you'd love it. Okay, my friends? So, y'all have a lovely night. Thanks again allowing me. And my skin also feels not, I mean, it's not very, like, how do I say this? Like, I have age spots on my arms. Can't prevent that. I mean, I probably could. But my skin feels very soft. It's the only word I can put into it. It feels soft to the touch. It doesn't feel... I love my mom, but my mom's skin, when you touch it against my skin, you can feel the difference. And she's only 16 years older than I am. And I love my mama. But that's just how the difference is. So. But we got her on some too. I hooked her up. She's got to be on collagen now too, so she can feel better. And it'll help her hair, I hope. She has very, very, very thin hair. So, all right, friends. I see you guys. You can message me and I'll be happy to help you, okay? Good night.